High above the clouds of China, there are places that do not feel real. Mountains so steep they appear carved by giants. Cliffs so vertical, they seem to defy gravity. Landscapes so extreme that early travelers believed they were gateways to another world. These are not ordinary mountains. They are impossible places. Shaped by millions of years of tectonic force, erosion, and human determination. In this documentary, we journey deep into China's most unreal landscapes, where stone rises like architecture, where paths cling to vertical walls, and where nature and humanity meet at the edge of what seems possible. Section 1. Mountains that defy physics. Some mountains rise gently. Others erupt from the earth in sheer walls of stone. In Zhangjiajie National Forest, quartzite pillars rise like stone skyscrapers, some towering over 1,000 meters tall. Formations that inspired the floating mountains of Avatar. Across China, vast tectonic forces pushed ancient seabeds and granite cores upward, creating peaks with almost vertical faces. These formations were later sculpted by wind, rain, and freezing temperatures into razor-sharp ridges and towering pillars. Huangshan's granite peaks pierce through sea-like clouds, a landscape that has inspired Chinese painters and poets for 1,000 years. From the valley floor, these mountains appear impossibly thin. From above, they stretch like stone oceans across the horizon. Standing among them, scale collapses. The human eye struggles to measure height, and gravity feels negotiable. Section 2. Paths carved into cliffs. In many of China's impossible places, the journey is as unreal as the destination. The plank walk on Huashan Mountain clings to a vertical cliff face, where pilgrims have climbed for centuries with only iron chains for support. Ancient stairways climb directly up cliff faces. Narrow walkways cling to vertical rock with nothing but air below. Some routes are only wide enough for a single step at a time. These paths were carved centuries ago, long before modern tools, built by monks seeking solitude, pilgrims seeking enlightenment, and villagers needing passage. Their hands shaped the stone step by step, season by season. Even today, each step demands focus. One misstep means empty space, yet millions climb them every year, drawn not by safety, but by wonder. Section 3. Modern engineering in impossible terrain. In some locations, modern engineering has met ancient stone. The Bailong Elevator in Zhangjiajie, a 326-meter glass lift built directly into a cliff face, rising vertically through forest and mist. Escalators rise along sheer cliffs. Cable systems float over valleys thousands of feet deep. Glass walkways extend into open air. Every structure must anchor into solid rock, carefully avoiding fault lines that could destabilize entire mountainsides. Construction advances slowly, sometimes only meters per day, fighting wind, fog, and limited access. The result feels surreal. You step onto steel and glass and rise through clouds. Section 4. Mountains of ice and altitude. But not all ascent is mechanical. Higher still, beyond escalators and glass, the mountains demand something more personal: endurance. Mount Ganga in Sichuan rises 7,556 meters. Its glacial peaks, known locally as the King of Sichuan Mountains. High in the southwest, snow-covered peaks rise above 18,000 feet. Glaciers carve deep valleys, leaving behind frozen rivers of ice that shimmer blue under the sun. At this altitude, oxygen thins. Every step slows, yet paths continue upward. Past alpine forests, past frozen slopes, toward viewpoints where the land drops away into silence. Here, endurance becomes part of the experience. Section 5. Stone forests and pillar worlds. Some landscapes feel less like mountains and more like cities made of stone. The stone forest of Yunnan. 400 square kilometers of limestone pillars that look like a petrified city shaped over 270 million years. Thousands of narrow pillars rise straight from the earth, separated by deep gorges filled with drifting mist. Each tower shaped by millions of years of erosion, grain by grain. Pine trees cling to ledges no wider than a table. Clouds weave between spires like slow-moving rivers. Walking here feels like entering a geological dream, a place where nature builds vertically instead of horizontally. Section 6. Sacred peaks above the clouds. These stone cities feel ancient, but to many, they are more than geological wonders. They are sacred spaces. Ime Shan, one of Buddhism's 4 sacred mountains, where pilgrims climb 50,000 steps. Some take days, some climb on their knees. Each step is a meditation. Temples balance on narrow ridges. Shrines sit where stone barely allows space to stand. Paths align with ancient beliefs, treating the mountain itself as a living presence. Pilgrims climb tens of thousands of steps, through forests, through fog, through cold winds, not to conquer the mountain, but to approach it. Section 7. Weather that transforms reality. In China's impossible places, weather is not background. It is an active force. On Huangshan, clouds rise like waterfalls over peaks. Fog erases distance in minutes. Sunlight turns cliffs gold for moments, then disappears. Clouds rise like waterfalls. Fog erases distance. Sunlight turns cliffs gold for minutes, then disappears. Entire landscapes transform in seconds. What looked solid becomes floating. What felt massive becomes distant. These moments are brief and unforgettable. Section 8. Why these places still feel unreal. Despite modern access, these landscapes resist familiarity. Their scale defeats photography. Their silence humbles conversation. Their age, millions of years, dwarfs human history. Their scale overwhelms. Their silence humbles. Their age dwarfs human time. They remind us that Earth was shaped long before us, and will continue long after. Powerful and viral close. China's impossible places are not illusions. They are real. Carved by pressure, time, and relentless natural force. They exist beyond comfort, beyond symmetry, beyond expectation. To stand in these landscapes is to feel the planet thinking in stone, because some places are not meant to be understood, only experienced. And once you do, the world never looks the same again.